Hi everyone. Today we are going to talk to Vice President of Woodland, Anil Sunkara. Yeah, hello Anil.
Hello, hi Yulia.
Can you please tell us about your brand?
Yeah, the brand is called Woodland, and the company is Aeroclub, which is an Indian company, and the brand is an outdoor brand. This brand was launched in 1992 in India, and we have been selling through 550 stores in India, and we have our own manufacturing facilities, and 95% of the production is done in-house, and we have started the overseas business in the last 2 years, and we have opened up the market in Hong Kong, the whole of the Middle East, and this is the next step which we came in to Russia.
What is special about your brand?
By the name itself, Woodland, which means it has a very good connect to the environment and ecology, and we have things like Pro Planet and Explore More, which is about outdoor adventure, being close to the nature, away from the urban lifestyle, which is so hectic.
Why did you decide to set up your office in Russia?
Yeah, that's a good question, because you mean to say why Russia before than Europe or Americas or some other countries? Yes. I would like to mention here that there had always been a very good connect between Indo and Russia, which is right from the Soviet Union era. We used to, while I was in the school and in the college, we used to always hear about the Indo-Soviet Union, and that was a very cordial kind of a relationship, and lots of friendship was there at that time, and even today I would say. And as far as that is the basic thinking of a common Indian, but otherwise when we talk about the business, my company Aeroclub, we were doing a lot of business with the erstwhile Soviet Union. We were supplying leather boot uppers for the men's and the women's to the state-owned and state-run factories here, who were doing the sole fixing and selling the shoes out here. And we were selling, I think, about over 1 million pairs of uppers every month. So we were the largest company out of India who were doing away this, giving away the leather uppers with the fur lining and things like that. So we already had a connect. When we thought about the overseas business, then obviously Russia is a big destination for us.
How many times have you visited Russia?
This is my 4th visit now. My first 2 visits were just to explore, see what and how Russia is placed now, because it had been quite a long time that my company had been in connect with the Soviet Union, and now. So we see that yes, we do. We had been making these kind of shoes, what is required for the market, and we make we use high quality material like leathers, the rubber materials, the soles, and we know that the Russian consumer, we could understand, in fact, in my 2 visits, the Russian consumer is looking for a very durable, high fashion and high quality input product. And in Woodland you have all of them.
What do you personally like the most about Russia?
As said, there had every Indian, I'm sure, has a personal connect about the Russia and the culture, which we had been taught since our childhood, about the special relationship, as I mentioned earlier, the Indo-Soviet Union relationship, and Indo-Russia even today. So that brings us kind of, a very open-minded thing when we come over to Russia and try to see the culture, try to see the people, how they are. And when I started, I knew that I had certain kind of expectation from the people of Russia in terms of they being cordial, they being friendly, they would greet me, and we could do, establish ourselves good in this country.
Anil, have you received any awards or recognition for retailing?
Yes, it's been a long career of like 24 years. I'd been into this business of footwear and fashion, and all this while I had been getting one or the other kind of recognition and quite a lot of awards. But very recently I was awarded, and the award seems to be like, it is called the Asia Retail Congress, and then they have their, it's a global organization, and Asia Retail Congress takes care of all the Asian markets and the Asian countries. They have a criteria of understanding all the professionals who had given their inputs for growing up the business in retail sector in each country. So they handpick about 100 people. So they call it the 100 most talented retail professionals in that country. So likewise, I was awarded. I was one of the 100 people who was probably picked and awarded this February. So 100 most talented people from India in the retail.
Wow, that's fantastic. And what do you think you did, like the most important thing which you did to come to these 100 most talented people?
See, the thing is like you have to be very, very committed to what you do, have an in-depth knowledge of the job, what you are into, and dedication and commitment are the two keywords. And I would say that is very important for even the youngsters who are coming into building up their career into not only retail, but for that matter, any of the sectors you would look into. It could be finance or banking or retail or manufacturing. You have to have a passion to do what you do. So you should always have that, to ignite the passion in yourself to reach a certain level, and then you should draw and have an ambition to reach a certain level. You have to have a goal. And I think I started off with the same kind of ambition and fire in myself after I finished my management studies in 1990. And then 1992, I started up as a management trainee at the shop floor in the production of a footwear unit, which was a 100% export-oriented unit. And I learned the shoemaking process, I understood the leather. So it was like, getting onto the basics of the product, what you want to be in. And then on, I kept on acquiring my knowledge and then pushed on myself that I want to know everything about this whole thing. And then eventually I came into sales and the marketing. And here I am where I am today in the last 23, 24 years that I've been working. And I would say again to all the youngsters also, dedication and commitment, no shortcuts. It is a long path to go. And if you have a bigger goal, bigger ambition, it takes more longer time with a lot of perseverance and a lot of hard work into it.
What do you think? What is the main mistake people make when they want to start their own career or their own business?
I would say the shortcuts. They want to grow big really fast at a shorter span of time, and they compromise on the acquiring the knowledge. And today's youth, I see that they're very, very restless, and they want to pile up things and move on very fast without actually having the groundwork, the basics and the foundations correct. So one needs to have that kind of patience to first ground yourself and then make your foundations very strong, and then you can build up the whole career.
Thank you very much for this interview. It was such a pleasure having you here today, and I wish big success to Woodland and to you personally.
Thank you, Ilya, to getting me over this platform and to have a connect with all the people down in Russia and elsewhere. Good luck. Thank you to you also.